Hello. Hello. Good afternoon, class. I will be your substitute teacher. Oh, the chat's over there. Remove that for a bit. I need my pay. Eh, bakit wala pa yung iba? Sabi ko 5 o'clock. I don't have any clothes and this is the only one I got. The Helltaker ones. It works, I guess. Ayan, sabi ko 5 o'clock. Sa kanti. Okay, I will be a substitute to wake up everyone. Be a substitute teacher. I was actually still working on my thesis. So, you know, I was a bit late. Actually, I should still be working on it, but I don't want to discuss about that. I can work my way around that. We step on. Now is not the time, Zai. We are trying to learn. Uh, what is good? Um. Mom Karen. Well, she got sick, so I'm here. What's good like studying music? Oh God. I have technical difficulties. Perfect na kami sa score, Ang aga namin. Yung mga absent, yung quiz nila, essay. They're gonna write an essay instead. 95 kahit di naman nag-aaral basta pumasok. Uy, that's a big flaw in the system. That's good studying music. This is totally a legit class. I'm certified and everything. All right, hold on. What's good music? Classical? I don't want lo-fi. Lo-fi. Hey, I'm not trying to chill. I'm trying to concentrate. You know what? Oh wait, some classical music is copyrighted. Hello. Uy, ang dami ngayon na. Ay, linis ng kahapon. Oh God. You know, when you're being a teacher and you have to work on a lot of things. Sorry, I'm late. To burn time, tell about your life. Tangina mo. Fuck off, dude. You're not gonna do that to me. 7. There we go. Oh. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Kevin. Yeah, yeah. Oh hell yeah. You know this one. Just lower it a bit so it's not so loud. Okay. No. That's there we go. This music. Perfect. Okay. Tinatambak nila kalat sa likod. Oy! Kaya magulo Kaya magulo. Pakasahan ko kayo. -5 kay lahat. beginners. Bayan, dami namang reference. Dude, I haven't. Anto high school? Actually, that's a curious thought. It, how does high school class work in online classes? I know how college works, but I don't know how high school. Do they like do attendances and shit like individually? I'm pretty sure some teachers in college still do that. I think I had one. Bruh. Linis ako naman ulit. What? I'm giving you one word. What? It's a text here. Because we're actually gonna try. Here we go. My little bro does this modules and attends online meetings if needed. Yeah, there's like two types, which is modular and like legit online classes. And I don't really know how that works. How modular works. Like, how effective is that? Okay. Tas marami kayong isusulat. Well, I just had to type it. Question. You know, let's begin. History. Why is it up there? Over there. Boom. Okay, so what do you know about Philippine history? What was the Sir Rodwin at Sir Leo daw mag-CR. No! Mag-CR kayo. Online naman tayo. Okay. 1 plus 1 Magellan. So, minus 5. Pwede po next week naman. May quiz tayo mamaya. Tayo mamaya. Our class is 2 hours. We're gonna have 15-minute break later. Namatay sa maktan lahat nasaktan. Yun lang alam ko. The fuck, bro? Wala pa nga points. Minus 5. Exactly. You get negative 5. Nakakasite. 5 na nga lang score ko minus. Binaril po sa likod. No, legit. Alright. What is the furthest or the oldest thing you know in the Philippines? About the Philippines. What is the oldest thing? Lecture tayo Oral recite. Sila sa likod food dala na nila Game Boy nila sa Game Boy? Ito 1990s. Ala, ano ba yan? Bakit late? Okay lang. Get started. The traffic online? Kabawa ka ba? Wait lang. Nasa traffics o yung mga nag-CR dalabag. You know what? I actually downloaded a PDF. I wonder how good this actually is. Uh, wait a minute. Eh? Eh? Come on. Oh my god. Work with me here. What the fuck is this? Create PDF. Totally prepared, guys. I'm a substitute teacher. It's not as good as the permanent one, you know? I totally know what I'm doing. What the fuck is this? Ah! I can't even work it correctly. Nagtali ng bag. Ang mga loko-loko yung mga high schoolers. You mean that is the Doctrina Christina, if I remember, right? Lodaisuke. Daisuke. Upright humans with no clothes wearing something. Yeah, I think this is the Doctrina. You think you're mentioning the Doctrina Christina? I think I don't remember the correct words. Christiana. There we go, that one. That was the oldest book. That is the first record of the Philippine history. But this is it's like the time of the Spanish period. So, but if that can't be the oldest, as before that there was already civilization before the Spanish Inquisition. It's alright. We just started how to. Too many to tawid bakod. My Game Boy. Akin na yan, confiscate ko yan. What grade? Secular. Ay, bobo. What's that called? Yung mga extrang class. What is called? Game Boy. PSP. Elementary days. High school days. Nadala ng mga PSP. Game Boy, hindi na uso yung Game Boy. Ayan. If only I can work this damn PDF. Okay. There we go. There we go. Now we can actually fucking. Alright, here we go. Window capture. You know what would be amazing is if like fucking oh shit, that's wrong. Oh shit, that's wrong. Like have you ever had a class where your teacher was streaming your was streaming your lesson? Okay. This is elective yun, elective. I don't fucking know. Is this even called an elective? I'm a damn substitute teacher. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't get paid enough. That's a problem with teachers. They don't get fucking paid enough. Spaniards did colonize Luzon and would have been great pirate history. Well, actually, Luzon made up usually came from I wouldn't say prehistoric, but like historical. Luzon and Visayas would have been under like the Southeast Asian, like Siam, which is now Thailand and Taiwan. So it would be mostly Chinese and those yellow Asians. It's kind of racist, but yeah, those Asians in the main island of Asia, because that's where most of Luzon's and Visayas' culture came from. Because of, well, it's closer to mainland Asia. And then you have Mindanao, which is mostly Muslim, I think. But one of the first religions that ever surfaced um, into the Philippines was Buddhism and Hinduism. So it spread it around, like, the northern areas, and then came Islam, which is usually in the south, which is in Mindanao. So yeah, what would happen probably is that the Philippines would have been technically split, or yeah. I think we would still have like Brunei. Brunei would like have a part of Mindanao, maybe. How did Jose? Shut the frick up, Rodwin. -5 kita dyan. Yep. Let my beauty help you learn. Isn't it that way where like you get a pretty teacher and then you just want to learn. You just want to listen to them. Hello there. It's fine if you're late. Topic. Online class? Saan kayo lumabas pa kayo? Ano ba yan? May assignment. Assignment. Lah. Ano bang binigay sa inyo ni Ma'am Karen? Because I don't know. No, we're actually gonna have a quiz later, bitches. We're gonna have a quiz, you motherfuckers. Ay, ba't may bunot sa... The fuck? Ba't tong klase na to, ah? What road, Loko. Niloloko mo ka. Ha? Basta turn off cam pagkakain. Open-minded ka ba? Gusto mo bang kumita ng 5K sa isang linggo? Mga loko-lokong klase. Ano bird shit? I don't know. Do you even know what school this is? Because I don't. Why am I listening to Wagner's Bridal March? Yeah. Wait a minute. Actually, I like the first one. Hold on. Tchaikovsky. It's a fight. There we go. Okay. One part. Lang Filipino class. Lozuki. Ano ba yan? Late na naman. Oh my god. Kala mo face-to-face class eh. You can actually read this. Hold on. Try to read it for me. There we go. You see that shit? See that shit? This is the whole... This is something you download on the internet. Is this copyright? I mean, I'm not claiming. I am educating. University of Southeastern. Yeah. I don't know how far back I'm gonna teach, or like, well, where I'm not really teaching. I'm just fucking around. Okay, this is the start. Mag-squat po ba ako, ma'am? Mag-squat ka dyan. Bukas cam. Control F. Okay, Control F, Control F. Ah. May mga essay tayo. Counter yan para sa mga Control F. Homework. Ah? Homework ba? Wala naman ako homework ah. This is my first day. Unless may binigay sa inyo si Ma'am Karen. Ma'am Karen. Pahiram nyo ballpen. Wow, all the memes, guys. Everyone can relate to this fucking meme. Everyone relates to the fucking being in class, huh? You can see. Oh shit! Don't worry, I'll read it out for you. So many memes. Ish. Alright, get that 30, bro. The 360. Alright, I'm not gonna read to you all this shit because that's lame. Source of history. You know what I'm gonna do is, actually, I think this is an actual course that they give. But this is legit. I mean, look at that. It's a legit citation. Course module. I don't know if this is updated. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I mean, yeah. I mean, it looks like it's updated from a year ago. That's updated as fuck. Sampalin mo. Mag-move kayo dyan. Move kayo sa harap. Are you single po? Yes, I am. Wala akong boyfriend. Kayo, manimik na kayo mga bata na to. Awis niyo. Ako, surgeon. Nasa na pawis. And Discord po meeting. Wouldn't it be nice if your teacher knew how to use Discord? Tapos magla-livestream siya ng ano niya. Ano niya, desktop niya. Fucking rad. Class officer? Meron na dapat kayo. I am not responsible for that. Tagaturo lang ako. Been 30 fucking minutes and we haven't started. You motherfuckers, you trying to not learn. Hey, don't you want to learn? You're dodging the question. You're dodging. Why are you dodging? You're dodging class. Why are you dodging class? You're distracting me. Akala teachers are second parents. Sumbong mo po kayo. Ginagago nyo ako eh. Bayad nyo pa sa floor wax? We never had that before. Ay, tama ba? Ewan ko, provided dapat ng school yan. What the fuck? I want chill school life, so I don't want responsibility. Well, I didn't. Did I even? Yeah, I was class president once. Wasn't good. Alright, you know what? Fuck you guys. I'm gonna start teaching. Cause that's what I am. Alright. Nah. Okay, so most legal documents are from Spanish era and United States era. Whatever. Okay, we all know that because they had a more sophisticated and advanced writing system and documentation system. than those tribes before. Hindi ka naman po nag-walk out. Naging class president ka. No. Walk out. Hindi. Wala nga akong pakialam eh. I I didn't want to care when I was in class. When I was a president. No. I didn't give a shit. I didn't want to take the responsibility. Ewan ko kung binoto lang ako. Because I know how to speak English. You know, if you know how to speak English, you're the president. That was the only reason why I became class president when I was in senior high. Pang comp shop. Maya na pagkatapos ng klase mag-comp shop kayo, sige. Page 5. Anong page na ba to? Page 4 pa lang. Blah blah blah, whatever. Look at all this boring stuff. Yeah, I'm a teacher and look at all this boring stuff. You know what would be better if I would just watch a video instead? But then I am afraid because like if you remember, whoever was here left was whoever was here when I was watching documentaries got copyrighted. It's like shit. At least text won't get copyrighted, and this is educational. This is an educational module. Hello Reese, it's been a while. Ikaw ba yung mga estudyante na hindi mo mapasok ng ilang linggo, tapos papasok lang? May quiz mamaya, kaya manimik kayo. 7 tayo, 7 kayo uwi. Bakit hindi national hero si Lapu-Lapu? Because Lapu-Lapu died quickly. Okay, he was only a datu, I think. He was only a datu. His work is nothing compared to Rizal or Andres. So that's why it wasn't. And think about it. The only thing he was known for was fighting the Spanish, and that's pretty much it. Like, head on. Like, and then he died during that. Kakagising lang. Sunod po ako ni Ma'am. Alis na po ako. Tapos na ako magbasa next. Oh, you were actually reading? Oh, sige nga. I mean, you can just search this on the internet. I think I've actually read this before. But it was, I don't know if it was in Filipino, but yeah, it was something like this. Primary sources and secondary sources. Yeah, primary sources as physical objects and actual accounts, while secondary sources, they're materials made by people long ago. Okay, cool. Yun lang. Wait, you remember that? It's in the quiz later. That's in the quiz. See all those bold text? That's in the quiz. You'll know. Archival documents written in Spanish. Yeah, everything's written in Spanish. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This isn't even the start. Oh, come on. This isn't even... Oh, man. This doesn't even start on the very, very beginning of the Philippines. That's pretty bullshit. This... Wait, this book starts... This module starts at the fucking... Ano? At the Spanish Inquisition. Fuck off. Hey, this is bullshit. We're not even starting at the start. You can't start history without the beginning. It all started with a Big Bang. It's open notes. We're in online class. Kaya na lang teacher wag serve. Strict po masyado. I don't get to make that call, yo. I'm not the principal. Where the fuck is the first page? Oh shit, there's actual questions that you can answer. Here we go. I think this is the beginning. Yun, here we go. This is the interesting part. Look at this shit. So how much do you actually remember in class, hmm? How much do you actually remember from your history class before? How much do you remember in math class, in English class? Do you remember all the forms of words? And like, do you remember what an article is, or like do you know what a preposition is? In Filipino, naalala nyo pa ba yung ano? Like, ano yung ano ba yun? Ang ulap. Alam nyo ba yan? Do you still remember those? Because apparently I still remember some. Because when you absorb things, you have to, remember. When it's genuinely interesting to understand the machinations of the world, you would absorb these things. And you'd usually have like a good teacher, if you're blessed with a good teacher. Kopyahan na. No fuck, guys. Hindi pa break time, you fool. 2 hours class natin. As Mill once said, tayo ano kulay balat? Yeah, that is true. If it's named the king, yeah, of course. Yeah. Nabot ko go. Wait, bear back. Ayan. Nawag ako. The other school called me, that's why I was AFK. Wala pa nga ang quiz. Alright, this is the first part of... This is the actual beginning. Oh wait, no, wait a minute. I've totally read this before, guys. I'm prepared. I'm totally prepared to teach you. They possess no fixed houses or settlements, but wander in bands and hordes to the mountains. Okay, these are the natives. They support themselves in certain clearings and by planting rice, which they are very skillful in certain. They live also on honey from the mountain. and roots produced by the ground. They are barbarous people whom one cannot place confidence. They are much given killing into attacking the settlements of other natives, in which they commit many depredations, and there is nothing that can be done to stop them and to subdue or pacify them, although this is always attempted by fair or foul means, as opportunity and necessity demand. Okay, this is the thing about tribalism, is that they just, um, you know, the small tribes have to attack, other tribes, become bigger. Kind of like the chimp thing, where you would attack another tribe, another clan, or community, and become bigger, grow from there. Apparel and clothing of these natives of Luzon before the entrance of the Spaniards in the country were generally for the men. Certain short collarless garments of kangan, sewed together in the front and short sleeves and reaching slightly below the waist. Some were blue and others black, while the chiefs had some red, called chinanas. Chinanas. They also wore a strip of clothed cloth wrapped around their waist and passed between the legs. Okay, we already know that. Yeah, this is part of Luzon. They go with the legs bare, feet unshod, and the head uncovered, wrapping a narrow cloth called protong, just below it, with which they bind the forehead and temples. Okay, this is just explaining what they were wearing. And we're gonna generalize it, because I'm not gonna the whole stick. Lana, bakit late? Napaka-late naman, 30 minutes late. Lakap. Idong. Late din. -1 yan. Okay, let's get to the interesting part, because we have I think this is still in the region of the Spanish, like exploring parts of the Philippines. It does not mention the other accounts from other regions of how how did barangays start, how did sultanates start. Well, sultanates begin with a religious leader, of a Muslim kind. That's why most of Mindanao is sultanate, because of the Muslim influence from the south. Wait, I'm being called again. Okay, I'm back. Iwan yung bag ko. Okay, so anyways, yes, here chieftainship was preserved from the women, just as for the men. Okay, so here, what's interesting about our own culture is that we had how would you call it? We did not have prejudice against women. In fact, there was almost equality. I don't want to say the word equality, but equality within rights. Everyone had rights, basically. So there was no prejudice against another gender, or with age. Everyone was regarded with everyone enjoyed rights, whether it be a man or a woman. And what else? Let's see. Well, also the women were they were in some cultures, babaylan, right? Was that the word? Yeah, that was the word. So they had, everyone had their own um specialty, you know. Oh God, pure lag. Damn it. Extra, ito na naman sa one port. No page. Pwede humingi one port. Okay, baka may quiz mamaya ah. Keep getting called. Fuck's sake. Open notes, yes. Nagsiselfie sa likod. Confiscate ko yan. Nagsusuntukan. Grabe, suntukan agad. Sino po ulit pumatay kay Lapu-Lapu? Kay Lapu-Lapu na naman. It was Magellan's soldiers. Nobody knew who killed him. You know what? If you ask me something about history, you better be something like legit. I will try my best to answer it. This is almost a dare. I mean, I'm not actually fucking teaching. Do it. Ask me something. I'm gonna write it down. Actually, write it down. That's a plane. We're gonna fucking talk about it. And we can talk about it. Come on. I want to help you learn and make even a little and learn even a little bit of something. I don't want all of you to leave empty-handed. Come on. Gusto po noisy. Ito fucking grade school. Bakit hindi nakaakyat mga Kastila sa Cordillera? It's pretty obvious because of how mountainous it is. That's why they couldn't climb it. It took them a while. Not only was it mountainous, it was forest, mountainous, and guerrilla tactics. that was pretty much why they couldn't climb Cordillera. It was one of the last things that they could conquer or finish off. I mean, I don't even think they completely taken everything or completely conquered the Cordillera. But that's one of the reasons. Can he beat Goku though? Can the Spaniards beat Goku though? May ninuno po ba tayo na maikukumpara sa Spartans? Like how women has equal... Well, as I've mentioned already, most if not every Filipino, every tribe had no prejudice against women because they all had they were like small tribes, so why would they have prejudice against women when they had this small tribe? You gotta get everyone in there, And yeah, everyone enjoyed rights in our history. So yes, technically do have Spartans, some culture of Spartans where the women have equal rights, but we did not have specifically a war centralized, like, how would you say, idealistic tribe, but everyone went to war with each other because that's how communities work before. But that's how that works. But di mo masakop na mga mananakop ang Mindanao? Well, there is a few tribes who are insane. I don't know if it was a Spanish era, but I think even during the American period, there was a tribe. I don't remember the names, but there was a tribe where they would run at the American soldiers with just swords and just shields. But what they did specifically was that they would wrap themselves in cloth and drugs. They intook some hallucinatory drugs. So when they got shot, they will still run at the Americans. That is why they had a hard time conquering Mindanao, because of how persistent and resistant the Mindanao tribes were. Like a whole tribe would just run at you and fight you. That is why the Spaniards had a hard time, but if it finally took the Americans, so they could conquer, they could finally capture the Mindanao. That's why they couldn't capture it, because they were so fucking resilient. They had drugs on their side. That was the answer. Drugs. Buhay po ba? He's dead. Okay. Ano po malaking city? Huh? I didn't understand the question, Hannah. Would you say po na... Well, the thing about our culture is that we did not hindi natin siya na-develop as well as the Japanese culture and the Chinese culture and some Indian culture, I think. But most culture, we didn't get to evolve it because it was so, like, I don't know if plastered is the correct word, but like it was so diverse because of how many people have fucked us in the ass. So like we have so many mixes of culture, but we still retained some of the indigenous tribes culture, like the Ifugao and I don't remember. Like, all I remember is Ifugao and the Aitas and all the other ones. Yeah. So we do still have the indigenous cultures, but we did not. We still have some, like the barangay, which was still, because it was still like, what's the word? Oh my god. Recognized, yeah, because the Spanish still recognized the barangay as like a city. That's why they still have barangays, right? Barangays was an ancient term that we still use today, right? I mean, if you compare it to like an American term, it would be a county. We don't use county, we use barangay because that's what we used centuries ago. That's why. Bakit pinatay ni Aguinaldo si... That's controversial, Daisuke. To this day, Aguinaldo never confessed or said anything about the death of Bonifacio until his death. Nothing. So that's why it's so controversial. And all we have is hearsay from people like General Luna or Apolinario. That's why we don't, even to this day, we don't know. Don't know. We have no clue if he was the one who sent it, but there are so many fingers pointing at Bonifacio. That's why, at Aguinaldo, that he killed him, that he gave the order. We don't know. Mindanao people are tanks. Exactly. Ano ang kasunduan sa pagitan ng mga Espanyol at Pilipino na pinangun nanguwa an Romero de Rivera at oh my god, I don't remember who these people are. Holy shit. let me look at that on the internet. Maybe I can get a refresher from the internet. You know what I need? I need a water. I need water. Water and my computer lag. Water. I'm not lagging. There we go, I'm lagging. Yeah, I need a refresher on who this guy is. Fernando Primo de Rivera. Holy shit, I don't remember who this guy is. Terno? Fuck, that's a deep question, dude. This is like super, fucking obscure. Even I don't know who this guy is. Let me look at this. Oh, he was part of the Biak na Bato. What's the question again? I'm not gonna leave a question unanswered. Oh, this is yeah. Oh well. Oh, this is Biak na Bato. You just say something about Biak na Bato, okay? All right, cool. Yeah, it's Biak na Bato. Growing up in Manila, I saw a bunch of gangs, mafia families. Yeah. Tondo is a fucked up place. Because Tondo was already here, like centuries ago. So it's the center of everything. Actually, dapat si Bonifacio yung president natin, but he died. Well, he got killed. Totoo ba yung Goyo at General Luna movies? Well, not. I think it's an exaggeration, but there are accounts of how he died. I mean, there's that famous picture of a famous drawing that you can see in like books and art, where General Luna is like fucking pointing a gun, getting shot at from everywhere. I think could be an exaggeration or it could be real. We don't really know because this was technically an assassination, so we have no clue, right? I'm getting called again. And I'm back. Oh yeah. So more about Luna. I think most of it is true actually. But yeah, it's more of a depiction of what is known rather than what is. So we don't know if Luna got shot a bajillion times. Maybe he did. But yeah, I think most of it is real. Like his intelligence and his strength, combat, and how fearless he was. It wasn't that ancient history. It's like what, a few decades ago, almost a century. So yeah, we do have like accounts of Luna. Anong klaseng guro na nagturo ng historia na hindi na ginagamit ang pambansang wika? Ala, patay! Taksil! Tangina mo! I mean, hello, demonyo ako. I'm not even from here. Totoo ba yung Santa Ana ay dating war zone? Santa Ana. What's Santa Ana? Give me more context. I don't really understand. Ano po nangyari sa Maguindanao note? Tsaka single question. What? Wait, wasn't that a massacre? A minute. Mindanao. Oh my god. Bruh. Yeah, that was a massacre. Axel, what the fuck? You can take a person out of Tondo, but you can't take Tondo out of a person. Yeah. Sure. I wouldn't say it's over dramatized. More like it's more like, you know, how it's because of how it's, as I already mentioned, but it's more like what is known. Aguinaldo kay Luna too. This is also an account. We're not sure too, but there are many theories that Aguinaldo is the one who killed Bonifacio and Luna and some other people. So like, that was the sad truth. Ma'am, ano po ang tatlong antas ng kinabibilang ng kaanib ng... Oh my God. Tatlong antas? Nakalimutan ko yun eh. I think it was similar to the one we have now. Hindi, tama ba? Parang Council of War ata or something. Alimutan ko? Bayan? Bayan, late ka din? Anong sir? San Telmo? Oh my god, I don't know what that is. Atrese. Apoy ni San Elmo. Trece. It looks like it. Must say they're real. Break time na ba? Sige, 15 minutes tayo break time. Okay, 15 minutes tayo break time. We'll do 15 minutes. Transfer student. Ano mo, transfer student? Tayo dito, Pinoy. Ano ba eh? Tatlong antas? Search ko yan sa Google. For Google to ah. Lubutan ko to eh. Katipon, Kawal, Bayani. Eh? Anak ng bayan. Kawal. I see. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. I've learned this before. Yeah. Let's Google these. Katipon, Kawal, Bayani. Got you. Need ko talaga. To. Pagsak ako sa history. Really? Like Philippine history or like world history? Then you know, this the world is big, and history is everywhere. History starts at the very beginning, the Big Bang, baby. If you have any questions, you know, we can discuss it. I mean, we're in break time right now, so I'm gonna do what I can. Mm-hmm. Let me read the. Let me read this for a while. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, because this one is counts of Spanish. That's why I didn't like this. Oh yeah, but I guess it's good account. I guess what existed for Spanish, but I guess this is also one with the Spanish. My Facebook. No, I on. Oh man. 88. Ang taas na yun na 88. Why na yun 90? You don't need a 90 grade. We're in break time. Wait, we're back. I'm getting called again. uh, naalala ko tuloy yung sa, ano yan? Before, there was a teacher that I really liked. And she had a Facebook and I saw like some pics of her. I'm like, ah, so pretty. But yeah, I can't. Not gonna friend her. And I think she said she's not gonna friend her students. Not gonna add her students. So like, you know, whatever. Okay, I'll just stalk you, I guess. Kung babae kaya si Lamang. Disney princess. What's this again? Ah, yes. Nabasa. Ano, I think I did. Hindi ko lang naalala. Ay, yeah. 77 nga. Jesus Christ. 77. Did you know there was a, there was supposed to be a kingdom in... Okay, there's actually two accounts. Hindi ko taasan grade ko noon para sa scholar. I see. 90? 90 ba yun? I guess it depends on the school. It's not centralized. Scholarship system is not centralized. Simpsi Florante. Yeah. Oh man. Oh. Oh no. Oh man. Which one? Nalimutan ko yung pangalan. Ba yan? Nalimutan ko pangalan ng ano. There's a kingdom. There's one kingdom that was super big. And got big. And it was like the last kingdom, I think. The Philippines. I just don't remember what it was. I saw it on TV. But then, like, I think their written document of them being a kingdom was removed. It was, what's the word called? Nullified. Because of, I think, there was a new law where everything before that Spanish period, I think, or the American period, whatever, is nullified. So like there is supposed to still be a kingdom in the Philippines, but it's gone now. It's nullified. It doesn't exist no more. Konyo Pepsi Simo. My god. guess. No limitangere. El fili. Laki nun. Laking ano yun. It's a big thing to teach. Yung the novels. There's so much context in there. That's why it's not. No, I'm not gonna teach Rizal. Okay, I'm not gonna teach history lang. Maybe some insight onto it, but not Rizal. Rizal has so much, so much context needed of how intricate his work was. His work is so intricate that I guess Philippines needed a subject for it. A whole subject for it in college. I don't know if most of you are in college, but you're gonna have Rizal subject. 2 months tinuro yun. Yep. I gotta study it. It's in the curriculum. Sige. I don't remember this. Kalimutan ka. Whatever. Not gonna remember everything. Sinalong manak ni Padre Damaso. Would you compare Rizal's work to Divine Comedy? It's Divine Comedy. With Dante. Long Italian narrative poem. I don't know what Divine Comedy is. Subject. Oh, is this Dante? Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. I don't think I've read. No, I don't know anything about Divine Comedy. My knowledge is so limited. I can read this right now? Oh my god. I gotta read that. Yeesh. I don't understand since I didn't take. Oh yeah, I see. Yeah, I know, it's alright. It's alright. Imagine Wattpad. Wattpad writer. He's not a Wattpad writer. Bruh. Would he be though? Nah, it'd be in the journals, dude. He would be a journalist, I guess, maybe. Wattpad. He'll be a Wattpad user when he was young. Alright, it's been 15 minutes, I think. We're gonna go back, right? Let me go back to the PDF. Oh, here we go. The Philippine history. The Philippines, before it was the Philippines, was very intricate already before. As you can see, we have accounts and sightings of how intricate their own systems were. Okay, there's some error here. There's a lot of laws about slavery. But Okay, so there's like types of citizens. Yes, there was Maharlika, and there was the others because that's all I remember. Hold on. Types of. There's like three types of people where you were Maharlika, a free man, or a slave. I forgot what they were called. That's how it was. I think it's what it was called. I don't remember. Patapos kumain, sige tapusin mo lang yan. Don't worry about it. Oh, my computer's lagging. But basically, I think there's a fourth kind, which is like the babaylan or something. Come on. Oh man, Wikipedia doesn't have everything. Or I can't. I mean, it's probably everything's probably in here. Don't see it. And don't ever say that Wikipedia is not accurate, because there are people who look at encyclopedias, put them in Wikipedia. Well, not everything in Wikipedia is correct, but most, not everything. Yeah, so you can be a slave. Oh wait, no, and then there's like two types of slaves where you're a slave inside. You can slave that sleeps in the house, or you can be a slave that has your own house. And like, ayun, that's correct. Maharlika Timawan. Timawa is the correct word. I don't know if Timawa is the right word, but I think we'll use that. Yeah. Yeah, so you can still return to becoming a Timawa, as long as you paid the price, your due, whatever it is. But you can still return from being a slave or alipin if you work long enough. You can still go back. You're not forever a slave, which is such an interesting concept, because most slaves, if you think about slaves before in ancient history, you have slaves that are just slaves till death. So this is interesting, right? It's more intricate. I've seen a Wikipedia page where Jackie Chan was dead and was on the moon at one point in his life. Well, the problem is that everyone can edit the Wikipedia, but I think they fixed that already if you search it. Yeah. So, yeah. Should be fixed now. Well, Wikipedia is not the only source, so you can search for anything. Nilapitan ni Simon ang magandang binibini. Binibining nagngangalang Maria Clara. Sinuntok ni Simon ang punch. Oh my god. Hard to trust Wikipedia still at this point. The big problem is that it's open source. That is true, it is open source, but it is one of the best sources, because there is a video of a person who was editing Wikipedia, right? He was looking through an encyclopedia and then checking if it was correct. Yeah. And that's true, anything could be on Wikipedia. But most things are legit. But what's interesting is that, have you ever tried to go to a topic, let's say whatchamacallit, like if you search, what's the word? Let's say an actor, right? Let's say the Beatles, right? and then you would eventually make your way towards science or philosophy or whatever, something or science. You would eventually reach to science. Just a fun fact, whatever. There could even be articles about Barron being yes. There could be, but there could also be science. Like there could also be societal pressure that don't give a fuck. So yeah. Wikipedia was banned from being a source in my school back then. I understand why, but like, I can see that there are trust issues, but if you search, let's say, who's a historical figure, put in Lapu-Lapu, right? Or you know what? Let's make it thematic. If you search Philippine history on Wikipedia, and you search it on other sources, let's say in Britannica, or like an actual school, a .edu page, you would have almost similar, if not exact, um, you know, accounts. You would have similar, what would you say, sources and articles, or the same information being put out. Maybe not completely the exact words, but the idea is put through it in the same way. In fact, it's more intricate and wider than most, if not other sources. I'm looking at Britannica right now, and it's, well, first, fucking Wikipedia has such a good web design that if compared to anything else, like, it's just not as good. Let's see. I'm looking at Britannica and it's just not as good. And it's not exactly saying everything about its history. Fuck. There we go. Oh, here we go. History. Fuck's sake, I searched for history. Ah, here we go. They have the same thing. It could even be that Rizal was the one who fought Magellan in Mactan. Yes, but then you would still be corrected by most accounts anyway. And real information. Yeah. But that still can't beat like an encyclopedia. I'm pretty sure if you search on an encyclopedia, you still get confirmation. But you can't exactly rely everything on the internet as well. That's why I still remember a lot of the information I still have from school. But it's not even from books. It's from the teachers that told us about, or taught us about this information. Let's see. Let's move on. Because I don't know if you all remember anything from our actual history. Like, if you remember anything from before the Spaniards, other than the Manungal Jar or the Barangay or the Tabon people, or the Ifugao, the Aitas, Australopithecus, Neanderthals. Like, did you know about the first religions? I don't know. You know? We rely on the internet so hard to that human aspect. Yeah, I mean, it has eventually become that the internet is a human right. Anong page na tayo? What? We're on page 14? Kailangan pala libro. Oh, even I didn't have lockers before then. Just have our bags. Oh man, we're gonna go on for 30 more minutes. But we can't really stay in one section. Like I'm not fucking certified. I'm not even a teacher. I am devourer of souls. Punisher of sinners. But here I am teaching a bunch of mortals. Oh, wait, this is English. There we go. The chiefs who are already treated Timaguas. There we go, Timaguas. I think Timawa is more of a Visayan term. I think. That's why you remember Timawa. But I guess it's the same. Ah, there we go, Timawa. Feudal warrior class of the ancient Visayan. Oh, yeah. I don't know about Timawa. If it applies also to the Luzon area. I think it's known mostly in the Visayan region. The word called Timawa. How about Manunggal jar? Kopyan. Bayan. Ma'am, parang bored na kayo ha. Canteen. You will not sway me materialistic. Persuasions. Manunggal jar. Mayan ang manunggal jar. The states for observer. Ayun, yeah. Here we go. This is something everyone should know at least. Sa gigilid is people who served inside the house. I think. Ano ba? They served inside the house as they did. They lived. Yeah, they lived their own. They had their own homes. Kasi namamahay yun yung mga nakatira dun sa kung saan sila sila nag-serve. Where they serve. Yeah. You should know this. Come on. Everyone knows this. Everyone and their grandmas know this. What? When the slave is not wholly slave but half or fourth slave, he has the right, because of that part that is free, to control his master, to emancipate him for a just price. Price isn't. Oh, okay. So you can pay away your slavery if you have it. If you're not completely a slave. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, you can pay away your slavery. It's great. Great, right? Great. Like, this is like how Harry, Ron, and Hermione took over teaching defense on the dark arts because their teachers sucked ass. Yep, I'm the teacher now. Kasama ba yung mythical creatures of the Philippines? Oh, I did not tackle that actually. What's it content sa comp? No, I did not. I didn't even mention anything. Mayroon sa inyo nag-mention nun eh. Ano yun? Santenyo ba yan or something? Kayo nag-mention nun eh. Ayun, Santelmo. Kaya ka nag-mention nun. Kayo nag-mention nun. Yeah. These comprise the greatest wealth. These islands, for they are very useful to them and necessary for cultivation of their property. They are sold, traded, and exchanged among them just as any other mercantile article. From one village to another. Okay, so you can. There's slave trade. There's obviously slave trading, but you can still pay away your slavery. It's great. Oh, but having slaves is a great wealth. So who knows if there have been complications between tribes. Yeah. Like, has there been could a slave from another tribe pay away his slavery if they are now in a different tribe? I don't know. I actually don't know. But yeah. Next. Yeah, marriage. Blah 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 blah. We had dowries. Interesting. Just like the Indian cultures. Okay, so this is where that culture came into, from the Indians, or from South Asia, I guess. I don't know if they have that in Thailand, but yes, because of the influence from Asians, or from the South Asians and East Asians, we have dowries. We have a lot of their culture, from religion to marriage, apparently. And we have concubines and mistresses. We used to have those. Fascinating. Cool. There we go. The Indians were adopted one by another. Yeah, there we go. It's mentioned here about the Indians. Kung sakaling dinukot sa kabilang tribo ang isang malayang tao para gawing alipin, maaring bilhin pabalik. Yung nga, that's what I was saying, is kung pwede ba nilang bilhin ang kanilang kalayaan. I don't know. It's not mentioned here, and it's never talked about in school. I didn't even think about that until now. Like, since there is slave trade, you could trade away your slaves. Like, could you still buy back your own freedom? Like, I don't know. It's not even said here, mentioned. You're gonna have to find that out yourself. Assignment. Assignment. That's your assignment. Go back to the past and ask them. What types of food did they have back then, other than fish? Oh. I actually don't know. Well, I don't know if this place was called the Spice Islands. Was the Philippines called the Spice Islands? No, it's not even this. We're not even called the Spice Islands. It was somewhere in Indonesia. So I don't know if we had spice. I'm pretty sure we had spices and stuff, because we were known for trading with the other Asians and the Muslims in the south. So we knew. We had trading. We had spices. We had things to trade away. You know? So maybe we had intricate food, I guess. I actually don't know. That's a good question. Shit. Research that up. Well, we definitely had meat, chicken, and I don't know. Did we have pigs? I guess we have pigs. There's plants. Yeah, we do have spices, but we're not known as the Spice Islands. That's where the Dutch Indies came in. Seems that we ate deer, pigs, chicken, marine food, yam, sugarcane. Well, we ate a lot of plants and meat. I don't exactly know how it's prepared there, but that's what we ate. Corn, potatoes. I don't know. I guess it's because we didn't have any. That's why we don't know much about anything before the Spanish Inquisition or the Spanish Conquer first. Is because there was no documentation. We didn't write it. We didn't have anything to like. Nobody thought about like, oh, we'll write this for the future. It was about them surviving and living. That was the objective in ancient history. Was fighting, eating, and surviving. I think later in some more Spice Islands. Well, I mean, we did have spices, but we're just not known as the Spice Islands. Somewhere south of here. If not for their dire need of flavor for their bland dishes, they would have not searched. Yeah. Well, and that's why there were explorers. There were many reasons to explore. So it could be to spread religion, or find the Spice Islands, or circumnavigate the world. There's many reasons why they would have like wanted to find Spice Islands, but whatever. The fact is, we're not the Spice Islands. Alright, moving on. Adulteries were not punished corporally. If the adulterer paid the aggrieved party the amount adjudged by the old men and agreed upon them, then the injury was pardoned, and the husband was appeased and retained his honor. He would still live with his wife, and there would be no further talk about the matter. Dude, we had some laws. We had laws. You know, it would be interesting if our culture developed from this. How long would it have lasted? How big would it have grown? How would it evolved? Seeing as there was already these laws and culture, if not painted, bluntly said, by other cultures. Well, but the thing is that we didn't really start it. So we were in the beginning. We're influenced by other cultures, but it developed and evolved. But you know, we can't say it's tainted because that's such a, I guess, a bad way to look at it. But it has developed, so you know. But we didn't exactly retain a lot of it from before. But so is life. We just wish that we could find evidences of what was before, and you know, it's interesting to see. Dude, we had loans. Holy shit! We had contracts. Holy moly. We had gold. We used gold as a fucking exchange rate. Especially where thefts, concubinage, rape, and incest were not regarded at all. unless committed by a Timagwa on the person of a woman chief. It was quite ordinary practice for a married man to have lived a long time in concubinage with the sister of his wife. Okay, well, you heard it there, folks. We had incest and rape. It was done inside of all the relatives. Shit, there's so much content here. We can't fulfill this in 2 hours. You would have to talk about it for fucking days. Yeah, the Philippines still working, I guess, if you consider this working. Or still alive, I guess. See, there's so much to read. I hate reading. and I'm a substitute teacher. See much pleasure from it. Whoa. What is this? There were also when whose business was to ravish and take away virginity from young girls. These girls were taken. Such men and the latter were paid for ravishing them. But the natives considered it a hindrance and acquaintance if the girls were virgins when they married. What? Nani? In matters of religion, the natives proceeded more barbarously and with greater blindness than in all the rest, for besides being pagans without any knowledge of the... Okay. This is insight of Spanish. Wait, is this a fact? It's hard to see if this is a fact next to something that is an insight, or rather, like, an opinion. Of the true God, they neither strove to discover him by way of reason. Okay. I guess this is... I don't know. This is an account? I wonder... That the paragraph is kind of messing with me. We're gonna end at the 2-hour mark. I'm just reading. There were no temples throughout those islands, nor houses generally used for worship of idols, but each person possessed and made his own house, own anitos. Okay, without any fixed rite of ceremony, they had no priest or religion to attend, except certain old men and women called catalonas. They were experienced witches and sorcerers who kept the other people deceived. Okay. Sorcerers, their desires and needs in the Catalan. Okay, we had religion. Of course we had religion. What kind of a culture has no religion? Okay, so they're called catalonas. Catalonas. Source: De Morga Antonio, History of the Philippines from the Discovery by Magellan. Oh, this is Magellan's Insight count. I see. Interesting. Oh, Antonio de Morga. Okay, Antonio de Morga was, I think, part of Magellan's fleet. Launches paper airplane. Oi! Who did that? Minus 5 ka. Do you think some of these observed characteristics of culture and practices of the early Filipinos still exist nowadays? Well, some of it, I guess. Right? I guess some of it still. I mean, some people still believe in albularyos, right? Coincidentally. What the fuck? Oh man. Seryosin po. Ayun, the fucking manunggal jar. The fuck? Oh my god, how long is this? Not that long. A minute. We have 15 minutes left. Oh, 13 minutes. Sana tayo sa manunggal jar na din tayo. Neolithic burial site in Manunggal Cave of the Tabon Caves at Lipun. Yeah, so the Tabon people are one of the first people ever discovered. I think, in fact, they are the first people. They were the oldest that we found. So the point of the Manunggal jar is that there was already a side of an idea of culture. That is why this the Manunggal jar is so well known, because it is a sign of culture that the two people here are on a boat, and one of them is the rower. I guess it's the guy in the back. I guess I don't remember. And then the guy in the front is. Oh, never mind. It's both of them. So there's two people in them? Oh. He's seated behind a figure whose hands are crossed in the chest in the position so whenever you the corpse. Ah. See. But there's two people in the jar. Or is there one? There's only one, right? There's only one person? There's two souls. Maybe one of them is like death. Leading the soul away. Yes. Bumalik sa room. Ooh. Yeah. I was just covered in fucking Manunggal Cave. Response. There's a response. Unrivaled in Southeast Asia. The work of an artist and a master potter. I guess that's true. Seeing as this was before, well, I guess around this time we had Romans already. It's like the Bronze Age already. For some cultures, at least. Right? Yeah. It's amazing, you know? It's cool. Pretty neat. Nakakamangha na maraming kultura at relihiyon ng naniniwala na kailangan maglakbay papuntang kabilang buhay tulad ng mga indikasyon ng... That is true. Tumubo yung 20 pesos ko. Yeah. I mean, a culture isn't a culture without religion. No, there's almost no culture, tribe, whatever civilization has no religion. Like there's always everybody's fascinated by death. That's why people look at the sky and the sun, stars to find inspiration of the unknown. That's why they use they use these kinds of interpretations. I don't know which culture uses the one where two coins on the eyes. I don't know which culture practices that. I don't remember if that's like a Game of Thrones thing. I don't know. Or something. Oh, it's in Greek. Okay. I think it's Greek. There's a lot of cultures who are fascinated with death. And I think even Vikings, and I think some Filipinos also. Some tribes, I don't remember which one. But there was one where your body would be placed on... Oh! Mga Tagalog. That's right. Your body would be placed on the river, well, on a boat on the river, and then swept away. But if it was a Datu, that was right. If it was a Datu, and the Datu died, he would have his best men die with him. So if the Datu died, and he had like, his like elite force with him, right? And his slaves as well. They would, if they were alive, they were killed. And then we swept away with the Datu. And I thought that is so ridiculous. And I have to find if that is real. Ask your teachers if that's real. if there was, hold on. Yes. Culture. I don't know. Whatever. I don't know. I think. Hold on. Here we go. Wait a minute. Trees. Where the fuck is it? I have to find it. I don't know. Somebody said that. Some teacher told me that. I don't remember who said that. Well, whatever. They both died together. Yeah. I think the Filipinos also do it. I just don't remember which one did that. I don't know. Ask your history teachers, I guess. Because I don't remember. Not stated in Wikipedia. Not a lot of. But yeah, I think one of my teachers told that before. Yeah. Yeah, yun. That's pretty much it. And then there's the hanging. The hanging coffins in, where is this? Kanay, in the mountain province. Yeah. Many fascinations of death. Okay, so it's not so far-fetched when I say that they die as well with the Datu. I don't remember. I remember. And I think I remember it explicitly because someone asked if some student asked if what if one of the slaves tried to escape the death sentence, basically, when the Datu died, and everyone has to die. And I remember because there was this long explanation of the slave escaping, and he would have nowhere to go because if the neighboring tribe knew that you were a slave, they would know you were a slave, and then they would either bring you back to that tribe, or they would, I don't know, I guess, kick like you win and that you'd be a slave. I don't know. I don't remember, but it was something like that where you would be you would have like low social points or something. And people I guess they wouldn't like accept you, maybe, because they know you were a slave, running away from punishment. I guess. I remember that. I think that's real. It has to be. It's gotta be. Ask your teachers. Ask someone. Ask someone who's knowledgeable enough. That's all I remember. Design of the jar. Common heritage of the Austronesian speaking ancestors, despite the diversity of the cultures of the Philippines. Traces of their culture and beliefs can still be seen in different parts of the country and from different Philippine ethno-linguistic groups, reminding us that there can be a basis for the so-called imagined community called by the Philippine nation. The waters were, yes, because we're just an archipelago full of water. Okay, we have 1 more minute. 1 minute quiz. No, I'm not gonna do that. That's the most irritating part. Is it's cool when teachers squeeze every minute and think we can answer a quiz in 1 minute. Ah. But we're done now. We're done now. Boom. Big shot. Let me exit this. Yeah, we're done. I'm tired. I need more sleep. Whoops. Okay. Alright, let's... Before we leave class... I think it's today. If I'm not mistaken, today is the last day of Kiryu? I think. Kiryu Koko? If I'm correct. Oh man. I want to see if it is today. Someone's live streaming her live stream.
I don't think anyone here.
Oh wait, no, someone's... Oh wait. I think I don't think I can... Oh, waiting for... Oh, that's... It's right now. It's right now as of this moment. Dude. It's right now. Man, I actually wanted to ingest a lot of her content because I wasn't able to watch a lot of her. I only knew about her like a few months ago, and that I couldn't like watch. I couldn't even watch most streams. Too long. Streams are so long. So yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's dismissed. You can now leave the call. I hope some of you... I hope I educated at least somebody. I hope someone, took interest and thought about it. Thought about the like the things we talked about, I guess. And like something sparks in you. Like I answered a question, maybe. Like something that I'll just say something that bogged their mind. I hope I get to answer that. We're gonna end it now. Bye bye. Leave the call now. Class is adjourned. Dismissed. Goodbye. Yes. Oh, I saw someone. Never mind. I'm gonna go now. Don't wanna waste your time. Oh my god, I'm so lightheaded. Com shop na kayo. Yeah. I think I'll do some more of these next time, but yeah, there's a few more words. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. I don't want to have to take too much time. Okay. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Thank you for learning.